Hello, it's Stacy with As the Tea Brews. Today I thought I'd share the teas that I'm going to drink with you. I have a lot of things to do around the house and some errands to run, so hopefully I'll have a chance to drink several cups. I am trying to make an effort to narrow down my collection and drink up some things. Sometimes that seems like an overwhelming task because a lot of the ones I don't love I have a lot of and I don't want to drink that many cups of them, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, so the first thing I'm drinking today, I wasn't going to grab a green tea, but then I realized, well, this one's almost empty. I think I'll grab it. But this is green passion fruit from David's Tea, and I actually never bought this one. I just had a whole lot of samples and I dumped all the samples in here, and so I've been drinking this the last couple of weeks quite often. I don't know how many cups I've had, maybe 5 or 6 or so, and I think I only have about 1 cup left in there. And I'm using my David's Tea Makes Everything Better perfect mug. I just really like this mug, and since it's not too big, it allows me to have more cups of tea so I can drink down my stash a little bit instead of like one bigger cup. So that's the first thing that I'm drinking today, and then I'm going to do some dishes and clean up a little bit and then move on with my to-do list. So I drank that cup pretty fast, and I'm going to sit down for a few minutes and try and read part of my book for book club, and I am just going to go ahead and finish this tea off. I don't love it. I don't know that there is any artificial sweeteners in it, but it tastes like there is to me, so that little bit of a artificial aftertaste I just don't love, but I actually like the flavor of the tea, but it's not one that I would choose to buy, so I'm glad to just finish this one off and empty several of my samples to finish that one. So there might be a little bit more than a perfect spoonful of tea in here. But I'm just heating it, brewing it at 175 degrees, and I'll set a timer for 3 minutes. Okay, so I set my timer. Somebody was asking about my kettle the other day, and this is a Cuisinart automatic temperature kettle. Is that what it's called? I'm not sure, but I tried looking it up on Bed Bath & Beyond, which is where I got mine with a coupon, and they didn't have the same one. It looked like the new ones had like a digital screen on it, which was interesting, but I love this kettle. I've had it now for, I think, going over a little more than 3 years, and I really have never had a problem with it, and it works really well. So I really recommend this kettle, the Cuisinart one. Variable temperature kettle, I think is what it's called. But anyway, so that's my kettle. I'm going to wait for my tea to brew, and then I'm going to go for a few minutes and try and read some of my book. So I just finished a short workout, and I'm going to have some matcha, and so I put kind of a rounded matcha scoop of this toffee apple matcha into this shaker. I don't know, I think it might hold about 1.5 cups. I'll do a little bit more matcha. And I put about 1 cup of oat milk in there, and this is a unsweetened, just plain oat milk, and it's not my favorite. I kind of like the vanilla, slightly sweetened milk's a little bit better with the matchas, I think, because these are not sweetened at all, and so it just adds a little extra flavor and sweetness to the matcha, which I really like. But I'm going to have it this way today because this is what's in my fridge. Well, I also have soy milk, but I'm trying to use this one up because I don't love it. So I don't love this matcha, but it was on sale from Bird & Blend a few months ago. So I'm going to work on using that one up, as well as some of the others that are in my pantry. And I just threw a little shaker ball in there, and I'm going to top it off with water and then shake it up and drink it. And I'll be back later to show you what else I have. So the next cup of tea that I'm having is some white chocolate white tea from Whittard, and a friend of mine had brought some tea samplers back from London, and she gave this one to me. I think she gave me some, and then I had a cup, and I thought it was pretty good, and she had some and she didn't like it, and so she gave the rest of hers to me, and I just dumped them into this tin from World Market. And so I'm using my David's Tea Perfect mug that's clear with the gold leaves, And I don't remember, this might have been the one that came with a gold infuser, and then I tried, it kind of started to tarnish, and I tried cleaning it and I kind of ruined it, and so I got rid of that, so I'm just using one of my mini silver infusers in it. And then there's my timer. So I don't want to steep this one too long since it's a white tea. I did it at 185 degrees, and it didn't say on the package how long to steep it for, so I went ahead and did 2 minutes. And so hopefully that's a good time for this. I can't remember what I did before, but you can kind of see it's a little bit oily from that white chocolate that's in there, but it smells good. So I'm going to have this and try and read a little bit more of my book. Kids are going to be coming home very soon, and we've got lots of other stuff going on today. So I'll be back later. So I ended up not really liking that last tea that I made. I drank about half the cup, and I just ended up tossing it because it was kind of bitter and it just left a bad taste in my mouth, and I just wasn't enjoying it. I don't know if I used too much tea or what, but I just didn't really like it very much. So I'll have to try it again sometime. But in the meantime, I just wanted to make something that I know that I will like. This is peppermint cream from Bird and Blend, and it's a milk oolong with cocoa and peppermint, and that's all that's in there. I have, let's see, there's about 3/4 of this tin, and I have a whole nother tin of this. I really liked this tea. It's just really nice. It has a really nice mouthfeel, and it's just, I don't really taste the chocolate so much, just kind of more like of a creamy peppermint. But anyway, so I'm going to steep this. It's just at 175 degrees Fahrenheit. It says 80 degrees Celsius, which I think technically is 176 degrees Fahrenheit, but it asks you to steep it at a green tea temperature for 3 minutes. So that's what I always do, and it always turns out good. And that's what I'm drinking now. So for the last teas of the day, I am going to have some Le Digestif from David's Tea in one of my clear Nordic mugs with a little village on there. I love this mug. I pull it out at Christmas and winter time. And then Abby is going to have some gingerbread tea from David's Tea, and she's having it in just this white Nordic mug. And she's got a dance competition this weekend, so we have to do self-tanning on her. It's a ballroom thing, I don't know. So we've got a couple nights of that to make sure she's nice and golden, and so we will have our tea and wait for her tan to dry. And those are the teas for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you next time. Bye.